So we're going to start with the fire protection plan. It's defined in zones and then detailed in a schedule of what those zones have to accomplish and how they're going to work. The fire protection contractor will end up putting together some shop drawings to make sure they satisfy what was detailed on the drawings. This building has a roof drain system, so evidently the roof is catching water and then has to drain it off. Of course, you're going to have the drains that collect that water. Then you have the pipe that takes that water from collection and gets it to the storm drainage system. But you also have something else going on here. So what do you think this is? So let's say the main roof drain system gets clogged. You don't want that water collecting on the roof, so you have this secondary system that can begin to take that water off the roof. So you know, in any building, you're going to have hot water and cold water, right? So you got to be able to follow the hot water pipes and the cold water pipes throughout the building. You got to be able to determine the size of those pipes. And we can see those sizes designated here with leader lines pointing to the pipes. So we know exactly how large those pipes are. And this building has water outside the building. Those are called hose bibs. We see that indicated here on the plan. What's not shown on the plan here is the material for the pipe. Where would you look for that material? Could be in the specifications, maybe somewhere else on the plans. The sanitary sewer system takes a little forethought because you have a slab on grade here, and yet that sanitary sewer system has to flow below that slab. So now you have to make sure to install the sanitary sewer system before you put in the slab. It's all part of the same process. So all the rebar and everything that you're putting in for the slab needs to be worked in with the sanitary sewer system before the concrete pour. Sanitary sewer systems are where you're most likely to see isometric drawings. These drawings are the best way to show the flow of wastewater through the system. Now let's move on to the HVAC system. You'll find this on M100. So you have to look on the plan and find out where the supply is. And that's going to be designated by one type of line, and then the return is going to be designated by a different type of line. And we can see in this plan that we have supply going into the driver's area with no return. But it happens to be an open area where that air can get to a return. It just doesn't happen to be located within the driver's area. So where are these HVAC units located? Well, two of them are on the rooftop. They're called rooftop units, or RTUs. And we can see those on the plan. And if you've ever dealt with air conditioning, you know that condensation forms, which is water, which drains away. So these rooftop units have planned for that water to drain into the roof drain. Now we're going to move to the electrical. And there's lots of different parts to the electrical. We're going to start outside. So they have a parking lot in this area, and therefore they have parking lights. So you have fixtures located throughout the site. And like most things on our drawings, these fixtures have letter designators, and that you can look those up in a schedule or a table somewhere. And on the drawings, they actually tell you what panel, electrical panel, that the lines go back to, what number on the panel. The wires that go out to the parking fixtures and from parking fixture to parking fixture have so many conductors in them, certain wires. The slashes that go through the lines indicate how many conductors they have. So we can see here on the drawing that when you go from fixture to fixture, you have about 4 conductors. But when you go from the last fixture back to the panel, you actually have 6 conductors. Moving inside, we're going to take a look at the lighting plan on drawing E3. For each of the light fixtures in each of the room, it tells you which circuit those lights go to. So you may actually have lights in a couple rooms go to a single circuit because that single circuit can handle the load. The light switches would still be in that room, but they may go back to a single circuit. And the power plan indicates where all the outlets are. What you're going to notice on this power plan, and there are a lot of notes pointing to the outlets to indicate certain things that they want for those outlets. For example, this note number 1 in the driver's area. It says locate adjacent to the communication box for a flat panel display. And then finally, the communication plan, which in this set is included with electrical, as drawing E5. On the communication plan, you're going to find out where to locate your network and telephone jacks and your fire alarm signals.